Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm joined with Robert from the Random Rob channel today. We're going to be both reviewing this Heritage 1945 from Longines. This is a really beautiful watch. They came out in 2017, and it's a really interesting piece because it does some things so very well, and then I think it really lacks in other areas. Like most watches, right? There's no such thing as the perfect watch. But Rob, why don't you give us your thoughts on the watch first, and I'll kind of jump in from time to time.
So pros and cons, I agree with you. There is no perfect watch, and with this particular watch, although it's not my style, I appreciate what's happening here. And if I put my personal preferences in check, I really think there's only one shortcoming, and that's the lack of a display case back. The rest of the watch features are actually pretty great. Like the sapphire crystal they chose to use with the chamfer, and then the double dome is like perfect, made it to this watch. The flat style bezel that's on here and fully polished case and everything, it all works really good together. And even the way it's submerged down into the lugs, if that makes sense. And hopefully you'll put in some close-ups.
Yeah, we'll do some editing here.
Are you going to edit out that you said that editing?
We'll leave that part in.
Okay. So it's just really good design feature. It gives it a little more depth or creativity to the overall design. It would have been too simple and too easy to just set it on top of a flat across case.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the dial obviously is the star of the show here. Copper tone, brushing, very nice proportions and symmetry. You know, it's very linear. You've got the Longines, then you've got your blued leaf hands, thermally tempered hands, and then you have your concentric circle sub-seconds there with the guilloche texturing, again with the blued hand. And it's just very balanced, very well laid out. There's a strength to that. So I love the sharp details. I love how the odd markers, they are, they're actually little half domes. So everything that's text on the Arabics is all even, and everything that's odd is a applique, which is very sharp. So I think the watch has great balance, great wrist presence, very thin. And like Rob said, really the only downfall is the lack of a display case back. Because Longines, they do a great job in finishing out their movements, their Access ETA movements being a part of the Swatch group. So, I mean, they finish it well. It's a handsome looking caliber. I mean, it's nice and thin. It's got just a really pleasant look to it, but you can't see it. So that really is a missed opportunity right there. I think if they would have done the exhibition case back, people would have been more thinking that it's worth its retail price of $1,800. So
yeah, I think it would be easier to justify. I mean, first of all, you're probably not going to pay the $1,800 on it, right?
No, you're going to be able to get the discount, obviously. Yeah,
but it's going to be. I think you're going to have a little more of a romance with it if you can see that great movement that's in there that's unfortunately concealed on this model. I don't know if there's an option or a way to open the head up and see that, or if they would have done an officer thing or something, they could have done something.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go talk to my watchmaker who has a Swatch account and see if there's a compatible compatible model that has an open case back that we could order the case back and put it on here, and that would be pretty killer. But this is a great watch. They sell for the low 1,000s. I think at that price point, it is very solid, especially if you're looking for something that's vintage inspired, but you don't want to own a 60-year-old watch. It's handsome, and like Rob said,
that's a strong point. That's a strong point, because I know a lot of people fantasize about getting into like vintage watches, but they're just afraid of everything that comes along with it. So it's great that you have options that have that type of essence to the watch, but have the modern components and the reliability.
Yeah. So I think it's a strong piece. Obviously not for everyone. Does have some flaws, but yeah, really nice. Big thank you to Rocky for sending this in and letting us spend a few minutes with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you're interested in purchasing, reach out. I'll put my email address in the description because Rocky is willing to let this one go. So I think he's asking $1,250, which is very fair. That's about gray market price, but this one is AD full kit, brand new. Obviously still has the tag on it. So Thanks for watching. Awesome having Rob here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.
By the way, I hate Star Trek.
What about Star Wars?
Also hate Star Wars. Come at me.
Is this where you? It kind of felt, yeah.
Is this where you
absolutely.
No, just keep going.
Okay, no, I'm gonna start that over.
Oh.